All right, ladies and gentlemen, good dive back again. Once again, let's lock in. I'm gonna say some things that I do believe some foreigners are probably gonna be shocked to hear. Might say some things where some foreigners are like, "Doc, thanks for validating this particular thought process for me as it pertains to foreign women." But I feel like if I didn't say it, I would be doing you guys a hella disservice. But throughout my time and experience overseas and living abroad and all that stuff, more specifically in the Philippines, I have to say that I've come across quite a few young ladies. Not saying that this represents all, but I've come across a relative good handful of young ladies that just like to get their back blown out, who just enjoy sex, who are just sexually liberated. And it's not so much the young ladies that are in the clubs or in the bars or anything. Well, not like the bar girls, I should say more specifically. It's not just them because they're doing it more so for profession to earn money as a result. But sometimes you may just come across a girl who was just sexually promiscuous by nature. Right? Now, I know that goes against the ideology and the thought that all of the women overseas are traditional and, oh my God, all these women are, gonna treat and be submissive and all that stuff. I know it goes against the grain with that one, but you have to understand that the same types of women that you can meet here in the United States, there is a chance nowhere in the world, no matter in the world where you go, there is a chance that you can meet a young lady who gives you that particular energy or gives off that exact same energy that you may find in women in most Western countries. Now, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. Doc got a dark past. And not one to talk about my past, but I will say that there have been some young ladies who have just held a fetish of sorts for African American men, and I just happen to fit the bill. Okay, let me just start with that. Some young ladies just want that work. They just want to be, dominated in that fashion, right? You may think that the traditional sense means, oh, we're going to cook, we're going to clean, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And I'm not saying that with these particular women, you can't get some of that, but for the most part, they are looking at you to do them dirty, like do them like that, right? And I think it was interesting because I think I heard fellow past passport brethren, don't know if he rock with the community or not, but you know who I'm talking about, the little big homie, right? Mentioned something to the effect of, guys shouldn't be so up in their ass about, oh, you guys are going to these foreign countries and you're doing all of these dirty things to these women. You're using them and you're doing this and you're doing that. Ladies and gentlemen, the greater majority of these women know exactly what the fuck they doing and they know exactly what the fuck they want. Sometimes what they want is the latter, which is what I previously mentioned before. Some guy to come in and really, put in some work. Some of them aren't even looking for relationships. Some of them aren't even looking for anything. Some of them are your elevated social climbers, which I do need to make a video about social climbing for those that don't know. And I'll try to get into that one. Probably make that one after I finish this one. But basically, in its general essence, social climbers are women that involve themselves with people who like have money or some type of influence, or in this situation, attach themselves to foreign men or women, in an effort to be seen in those particular circles or to be known or be seen in those particular circles in the hopes of elevating whatever status they have in their area or society at the moment. They're hoping to elevate it by attaching themselves to, like I said, people who got a little bit of money, a little bit of influence, or in this particular case, foreign men or women. Okay. Just because they know that, oh, I can be in a circle with this foreign guy or be introduced to this foreign guy's circle, and maybe, something could pop off as a result. Again, they're doing it as a means to an end, okay? But there are some young ladies, like my man said, that just love to be promiscuous and just love to, have that fun and actually have fantasized about being with foreign men. So most of the time when you hear about all these guys going out there and having these particular sexual exploits, I wouldn't call them sex pats, but, engaging in activity that may be frowned down upon amongst people who are not part of that liberated lifestyle to an extent, you're going to find that these women. You're going to find these guys talking about these women because they just necessarily don't know about these women in such high regard, but they don't know that some of these women just love to get it in. And there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's just, I believe that the viewpoint from the outside looking in, like I said, the guys who don't necessarily travel to these countries or the guys that haven't done anything with these particular women, and you're thinking that the image that you see online about the traditional status and they're looking for all this love and stuff like that, I could say the greater majority are, but there is that percentage wherein they just want to have fun. That's the best way to put it. They just want to have fun, right? I don't want to go into that, what was that, a 70s or 80s hit where the girls just want to have fun. I don't want to sing it, but y'all know the tune, right? It's a very popular vibe. They just want to have fun, and there's nothing wrong with it, dude. There's nothing wrong with it. But I do know how it could definitely be looked or frowned down upon from the guy's perspective or from the outside looking in. If you're the guy out there and you happen to casually be dating and or entertaining or hooking up with more than one woman, praying that you're being safe about it, strap up, that it could be looked upon as a sex pat type lifestyle or energy, but they're not really looking at it from the female perspective. They're not in it to see it that a young lady just might actually be there because she wants to be there. Maybe she's kind of like, I would say, on her little fetish vibe, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Black men are fetishized damn near everywhere that we go. Let's just call it for what it is. I'm not going to say all women want us for that particular reason, but you can say that a percentage of women do have that curiosity about black men. So it is okay. And I can tell you from firsthand experience that I have been used excuse me. Don't snitch on yourself, Doc. Don't do it. You should cut this part out of the video, but I know you're not because you're going to live and die on this fucking hill. Anyways, had to talk to myself real quick. But there have been times when I have personally become a victim, right? Where I've been used by a particularly young lady and she ain't never text me back after that, right? I'm sitting here thinking I did something wrong. Maybe I was just there for for a good time, not a long time, whatever you want to say. So sometimes it be these women out here that be out there with this promiscuity, and we're always thinking that it's the guy's fault, or these guys are all sex pats and they're just doing this. Now, if you frequent the bars and the clubs where women are bar fine and stuff like that, yeah, then I could kind of say you just in it for the punani. That's just you. That's you you're actually in the areas where these particular activities pop off. Now, if you're just dealing with young ladies that you just so happen to meet, however you meet them, whether it be online or whether you meet them in the streets or whatever, not necessarily on the street, but in the streets, whether you're going somewhere walking and you just happen to walk by, say a girl, say hi, see a girl and say hi, that's a little different. But sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes you have to understand these girls are not the victims. Sometimes we the victims. And I've been a victim. And I don't mind being a victim. I ain't about to snitch. I ain't about to go cry and run tell that. But I can honestly say that I have been in situations where I not necessarily thought it was real because the conversation went sexual very fast. So I knew what I was getting myself into, but I just didn't know that I was going to be ghosted after, right? Maybe I did something wrong, but it doesn't matter. Because sometimes these girls are in it just for that and that alone. And you have to accept it. So guys on the outside looking in, not every person who deals with multiple women, I'm not saying that's the best thing to do, but not every guy who deals with multiple women is a sex pad or he dirty and he this, that, and the other. And he's just using these women and taking advantage of women in third world countries and shit. Not all the time. It's not that way all the time. I'm going to tell you like it is, not like it was. These women nowadays, they bout that life. Like, they're okay with it. And again, like I say, whenever you're looking for something serious, you're going to have to filter through a lot of different young ladies to find what it is that you're looking for. It's not going to be the first girl. It could be, but highly likely not going to be the first girl that you meet and say hi to when you touch down in whatever foreign country you're going to. It's just not going to be that way. Why? Because it's not meant to be that way. You're meant to explore. You're meant to go out there and figure out what it is that you like, what it is that you don't like, what these women can help, benefit you and how you can help benefit this young lady, and how you guys can come together and make some things happen. It's meant to be that way. But at the exact same time, we know not to rush. We know not to get too crazy with it, but we also know that, and I'm letting you know now, these women are in it for the fun too sometimes. So if they're in it for the fun, I say y'all just have fun. Enjoy each other's company. Enjoy the moment. Go on about your business. Because at the end of the day, you can't force the hand, man. If she ain't about it, she ain't about it. If she wants a little bit more, trust me, she will come back or find a way to contact you. So, after you've done your business and you happy you could push, step back. And if she rock with you, she'll find a way to get in touch with you. She'll call you, she'll text you. But if not, just understand that was that little casual thing and you just got to let it be. Because sometimes you don't know, a baby girl got her man on the side too, a little boyfriend or something, a little local guy, and she just wanted to have her some of that foreign ass, and she just kind of just wanted to explore and feel what it was like, and then go back to her regular life. That's cool. Again, gotta understand that's just the way of the world nowadays. You gotta be accepting of what it is, but it's always good to know up front what it is that you're getting into. That way you're not confused and asking questions and thinking that something is more than what it actually is. So don't go out here in these streets hoeing. Go out there, have your little fun if you want to. Protect yourself at all times. You already know that means your manhood and your heart, just in case you're looking for love and it don't float that way. And go on about your business, man. That's all I wanted to say, man. I know this video dragged out, but I just wanted to make sure I touched on everything that I wanted to make sure I got to, man. Appreciate y'all locking in, man. Like, share, comment, and subscribe if you guys have had situations where you've been fetishized for whatever reason, whether you're just fetishized for being a foreigner and, all these girls are not necessarily on top of you, but you see a couple of girls giving you some interest and turns out that they were just looking to have a little bit of fun time. Let me know in the comment section below. I think the audience will be glad to know that this isn't something that only I've shared in the past. All right. Appreciate y'all locking in, man. It's been a good night, man. Y'all take care. Y'all stay blessed, man. Talk us out. Peace.